evening, friendly viewers in TV land. My name is Dick Bulger, and I am here this evening with mayoral candidate Kevin McCluskey and his lovely wife.
Good evening to you all.
Now tell me, Mr. McCluskey, we're just getting into the heart of the campaign. How do you feel?
Never better, Dick, never better. It absolutely thrills me to see the positive reception we've had with the people of this city.
Has it been a challenge? I mean, being a first-time candidate.
I must tell you, Dick, there's a first time for everything. My lack of history with the political race makes me no less qualified for the position of mayor. If anything, it makes me more qualified, as I have not been party to the political corruptness of the current administration.
Those are some pretty harsh words.
I mean every one of them. Let no man say that Kevin McCluskey is not a man of his word.
Now, Mrs. McCluskey, tell me, how have you been holding up?
It has been such a thrill to be a part of my husband's campaign. Obviously, I love my husband, but it is very touching to see how well the people of the city love him.
Oh, isn't that sweet, everyone? Kevin McCluskey is a family man, just like the rest of us, which is more than we can say for Frank Skeffington. He doesn't seem to be a family man at all, now does he?
Now, Dick, we mustn't criticize my opponent for the things that are out of his control. Rather, I feel that it is more important to discuss the flaws of his administration, the deplorable state in which he has left this beautiful city. Furthermore, judging by the way he has run his campaign, he seems to be chiefly interested in jokes and sarcasm. Well, I happen to be interested in something else.
What is it that you are interested in, Mr. McCluskey?
I'm only interested in the ordinary, honest, tax-paying citizens. Those are the people that the great Harry Truman was interested in. The very people that Franklin Delano Roosevelt was interested in. In other words, I'm interested in seeing that those people get exactly what my opponent never even bothers to mention in his speeches.
Well, there you have it. You certainly are a man of the people.
I can only say that I try to be. Oh, what's that noise, dear? I think I hear the baby cry.
I'll get him straight away.
Now, Dick, I don't believe you've ever met our son.
I can't say that I have.
This is Kevin Jr., heir to the McCluskey name.
And a beautiful baby in a happy home.
What a lucky kid. But I'm afraid that's all the time we have for tonight. So for myself, Mr. and Mrs. McCluskey, and baby Kevin, good evening and best wishes.
Tell you, he's a 6-foot hunk of talking putty.
Not only has he never done anything bad, he's never done anything at all. Then let's go after him on that ground. The innocent do-nothing who suddenly became the darling of a strange and ill-assorted group. What do you say to that? I can see him now, furrowing his pretty brow, watching other people think and just not knowing how. He walks into a room and stands there grinning, thinks he's winning, takes a bow.
Meanwhile, in the back, innocent and dirty pack sit there planning their next big attack, hoping that the crowds will all idealize and not realize he's a hack. Masking his grand physique, just so let him start to speak. Or, oh, this'll happen.
Gosh, he looks so strong and able, but no,
Better strap in.
because he's going down in
Flames.
Poor little lamb.
Big smile, but such a small brain. Being led to the slaughter
Like a horse just to water,
and he doesn't seem to complain.
poor little lamb,
Trying to right all our city's great wrongs. We'll thank him for all of the work that he's done, then send him back home where he belongs.
Wonderful gentleman. That colorful description should demolish the lad in no time.
I agree, it's a sound strategy, Frank.
Oh, come now. We're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. Isn't that right, John?
There's more.
Think about him as a mayor. Late to work, he wouldn't care. He'd be spending hours combing his beautiful hair. While horsemen are filling up the hallways, he's, as always, unaware.
How funny it would seem, like a kind of royal dream, if we ever had a Kevin McCluskey regime, where any common sense loses all belief.
kid up, then wave him goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present running for mayor this year, Mr. Kevin McCluskey.
Thank you, I'm honored to be here. I'm very dull and haven't an original thought in my head.
Aware of that, son, mind if we ask you a few questions?
Not at all, my answers will be simplistic and naive.
I can't stand on taxes.
Taxes are a very crucial thing. A city needs taxes to keep on running. Well, Mr. Cass says that taxes are not to his taste, and Mr. Force tells me something about excess waste. But there are lots of things that you need money for, so don't tax the rich, tax the poor.
Well, I must say that is a unique solution.
Thank you, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
What do you support?
Well, I am a principled man. I support everyone doing the best that they can.
And?
Well, Amos and Norman don't always agree, and the things they discuss are confusing to me. But you, sir, they both really seem to abhor, so what you're against, that's what I'm for.
Oh, thank you, Mr. McCluskey. That is very gracious of you.
My pleasure. Anything else, gentlemen?
How about schools?
Have students expelled if they're late?
Foreign policy.
I've never stepped outside the state. Make everyone buy their own car.
Social services?
I don't even know what those are. Oh, I'll be a very active mayor. That is on the days when I happen to be there.
What do you mean by that?
Well, campaigning is nice, but to win is a chore. And sitting inside is a terrible